Have you ever been to Japan? As an island nation, Japan has its own unique culture. I'd like to introduce you to some of the most amazing aspects of Japanese culture. Take off your shoes in the house. In Japan, many houses have tatami mats or carpets on the floor. So, it is proper etiquette to take off your shoes first when you enter a house. If you enter a house with your shoes on, you'll be severely offended. By the way, they wear slippers when they use the bathroom. There are various reasons for this. But in the olden days, people in Japan sat directly on the floor or sat on futons on the floor. So if the floor gets dirty from shoes, the futon will also get dirty. And that's why they take off their shoes. But nowadays, beds and sofas are the norm in Japan. So why don't they let people wear the shoes? But for Japanese people, it's just the way it's always been, and they still don't allow feet on the ground. They're in the habit of doing that, so they sometimes end up sitting in front of the sofa. It's beautiful to hold the dishes as you eat. Eating with a dish doesn't give a good impression because it makes you look greedy, doesn't it? However, in Japan, if you don't eat with a dish in your hand, it is often called dog eating and considered to be bad manners. The word dog eating means it's like a dog eating food. Even though they don't like to eat like dogs, they drink their soup directly from the bowl with their mouths instead of using a spoon. And when eating ramen, they slurp their noodles with a great deal of noise, which is considered to be chic. The word chic means something like cool. It's a good idea to hold the dishes when you eat in Japan. Take a bath every day. The custom of taking a bath every day is also unique to Japanese culture. Even in neighboring countries, such as South Korea and Taiwan, people take a bath, but it's rare to take a bath every day. In Japan, if you don't take a bath for a day, you'll be labeled as a filthy person. In the West, to wash your body and hair in a hot tub, it is common to wash the whole body in the bathtub when taking a bath, but Japanese people do not like to do so. And the baths in Japan are hot. This is because the higher the temperature, the more cold it was thought to be in the past. Public toilets are free, and including a bidet. In Japan, public toilets are freely available at train stations, parks, department stores, and many other locations. All of them are free to use and most of them have a bidet function. Japanese washlet technology is very high, and features such as automatically opening and closing lids and warming toilet seats are also available. It has a feature called Otohime, which makes the sounds of running water. This is used to drown out the noise of the toilet. The Japanese are very polite to the sounds of the toilet. The traffic rules are reversed. In Japan, cars drive on the left side of the road, and the steering wheel is in the opposite position. This is because in ancient times, when the Japanese wore their swords on the waists, many of them were right-handed and placed them on the left side. Then the swords would collide with each other when passing on the right side of the road, making it difficult to move smoothly. So, they naturally drove on the left side of the road. And that remains intact in today's car-based society. In addition, the order in which the lights are turned on may differ from that of other countries. So, be careful when driving in Japan. Dress your dog or cat. In Japan, people dress their pets. There are even clothing stores that specialize in dogs, cats, parrots, rabbits, and other pets. But they don't dress their animals. Wearing clothes equals a sign that you are part of the family. Even though they love their pets so much, they sell their animals in glass cases at pet stores in Japan. At first glance, it may look like abuse. But since this is the norm in Japan, no one is surprised. More and more pet stores are dropping glass cases these days. raise your voice and call the clerk. Normally, the waiter is always watching the store and will only make eye contact with you. But in Japan, you have to call out "excuse me" to the waiter when you order your food. Even if you try your best to make eye contact in Japan, they won't come unless you call them. The solution to this problem is a revolutionary system that allows you to push the button and a staff member will come to you immediately. Look for this button near the menu in many franchise stores and other places where you can find it. That's all. We've introduced you to amazing culture of Japan. Japan is a safe and prosperous country, but when it comes to etiquette, it's very strict. But it can be said that their strict etiquette is what makes Japan a safe and prosperous country. Why don't you visit Japan?